gorgeous, Olga is here and welcome to this week video blog. So today I wanted to kind of go back to basics and talk to you a little bit about one of my favorite stress release technique, and it's fast EFT or a tapping technique that I've been working with people for a long time now, and I've been teaching for a long time. So first of all, we have a lot of new people in our community, so I wanted to kind of circle up and make a really quick, super quick 5-minute video on how to use it in times of change, in time of deeper transformation, in time of turbulence, when you feel like maybe people picking on you or you have a lot of things happening all at the same time and you're under a lot of pressure and you just wanted to learn some simple healthy tools, how to process and how to release stress on a deeper level. So first of all, let's talk just a little bit about what stress is. And the truth is, guys, the easiest definition is stress is the reaction to perception. You might have heard this statement before when if two people are fighting, like a married couple or whatever the situation is, 90% of what they're fighting about has nothing to do with what's going on, what they're saying, right? So what happens is they've been triggered by something that's been said or done by their own projections and their own perception of event. And you can go even as far as that perception is projection, right? So we are entering any and every circumstance with a set of beliefs and views and perspectives that allow us to create or recreate stress. So the question is, how do we balance it? How do we see clarity between something that we bring in and just kind of almost, self-impose on ourselves, and how do we, start resonating and start clearing those stressors so our body does not get affected, so we don't have our heart rate pumped up and we don't have our head spinning, we don't get headaches, because obviously stress very quickly gets translated into physical symptoms. So first thing I want you to notice is, how do you react to this, right? So what is your reaction? So some of my reaction to stress is I have like almost hot face, right? So I have this blood running to my face. The speed of my heartbeat increases. Sometimes I have a bit of a sweaty hands. And so all of these are very quick symptoms that you are in a state of stress. There's a part of the brain that's called amygdala that reacts automatically before we are even conscious that we've been hit by this wave of, deeper inner kind of tension. So it reacts to this immediately. The EFT, or faster EFT, or tapping, is a technique that allows you to counter interact with this, to almost like put up the fire in a matter of minutes. And it sounds a little weird, and if you have never heard about tapping, it's going to sound weird. It's totally fine. But we live in time when we as a society are ready and we are in need of new tools to handle, the new world and the changes and how we see ourselves in this world. And so EFT, or tapping, and faster EFT is one of these tools that really helps you with this. Now, simply put, it's just an acupressure technique. It's an emotional version of acupressure, not acupuncture, so no needles. It has no side effects. It's painless. It's self-applied, and it often works in minutes. And it often works where nothing else will. So if you're already meditating, or you're doing some journaling, or you have some arts and crafts, or some other ways of stress relief like exercising, this is just another tool to really help you get to the bottom of the things and kind of clear them in a matter of minutes. I taught it to just everybody I know. I teach it to my friends, my clients, obviously. I work with sessions with this technique. And this is something that I use myself a lot. And it really, really does help, and it really, really does work. So essentially what you do is, it has to do with the tapping on acupressure points on your face. And so let me give you a very quick scenario. Maybe something happened at work, right? And you get triggered by a colleague, or something that he said, she said, and you start feeling this, wave coming up. And this is the place where we don't make good decisions, right? Where we say things we don't want to say, where we are not in our best and highest self. So what you can do is maybe step to the restroom, to the side, and simply tap on the points. And so here's the point. So one between the eye, one on the side of the eye, one right under the eye. There's this point up here on the collarbone. And then you just kind of wrap your wrist, and you just kind of pulse around like this a little bit. So these points are endpoints of meridians, and meridians are real. They run through our bodies. This is what carries energy through our body system, and it delivers those body signals to those organs that create stress, which is kidney, which is internal intestines, which is, all this blood that's getting pumped to our external organs when we are in a station, so we can run or fight or flight, right? So all of these happening in the matter of seconds. So this technique also works in the matter of seconds. So what it prevents is for your body to go into exhaustion and your body going into overdrive because essentially what happens long term when you are in a state of stress, you wear yourself out very quickly. So like imagine a car, and if you're driving like 35 miles an hour and you're doing it 5 to 10 miles a day, you can run for a long time, you can struggle for a long time. But you get this car and you go to, from Houston to San Antonio every single day, right? You're driving for 4 hours. So that's the kind of stress we create in our bodies when we repeatedly and consistently enter the state. Now, it doesn't mean that you will not have stress in your life. What it means is that your body will not go into the subconscious state so often and so immediate. And when it does, you'll become more conscious. So I'll be making more videos on how to use this wonderful technique so you are more present, so you are more at peace, so you are more at calm, your relationship improve. If you are struggling with some things in your life, you'll start seeing things different. But for right now on, all what you do, tap between your eyes, and you can say things like this feeling, right? Because essentially what it does is allows you to feel what you feel without stuffing it down, without pretending it's not there. And so as you tap on this points, you'll momentarily start feeling it. And grab your wrist, pulse around. Another thing I wanted to point out, guys, so some of you might know, like when you get a headache, when you not feel good, you might notice that you kind of start doing this almost without thinking about it, right? So it's that point, right? Your body is infinitely wise. It knows how to heal itself. And so you're doing this, for before you ever knew about EFT of tapping, right? And then so that's what it is. It's our internal wisdom that's kind of guiding us to better ways to heal ourselves, to faster ways to heal ourselves. So tap, enjoy, watch this space. There's more video coming soon, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day.